Hey, Butch Bella here with another Sales Power Tips video blog. Thanks so much for taking time out of your schedule to join us today and to kind of grab some of the ideas and the content that we're putting out here for you. So we really appreciate that. I really appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to let me share with you some sales tips. And as you can see, we're getting ready here in our little studio. I'll be launching a podcast soon, so stick around and stay tuned for that. Today I want to talk to you, as you know, if you followed my Sales Power Tips and if you follow my blog and so forth, I wrote a book earlier this year called The 10 Essential Habits of Sales Superstars, Plugging into the Power of 10. And it's a great book, and obviously I'm a little bit biased and I would love for you to get the book. But I want to talk to you about the fact of establishing habits. And we've all heard since we were little bitty salespeople that it takes 21 days to establish a habit. And I'm going to tell you that I don't believe that's true. I was talking to someone recently and I pointed out that I quit smoking January 1st of 2009. If I were to have a cigarette today, I would have a carton before we were done, and it would not take me 21 days to establish that habit. By the same token, you take an alcoholic that has been sober for 30 years and give them a drink, it's not going to take 21 days to establish a habit of drinking again. It takes 21 days, I believe, to establish a good habit. But here's the problem. We have bad habits that jump up on us every day, and they're on our back, and they sneak into what we do, and they creep into our daily lives, and we never notice it because bad habits come at you just like that. So my challenge to you is to find the bad habits, take a step back and look, find the bad habits that you've gotten into the habit of doing and try to eliminate them. But really the focus is going to be on establishing good habits. If you're familiar with the book, one of the things I talk about is making 10 new contacts a week. And I always, when I speak to groups or when I do training or when I coach a salesperson, you get people all the time that get all fired up and they're going, oh man, I'm going to take on the world, and they go meet 47 people this week. They come back with a stack of business cards. And then next week they're so worn out they don't do anything. You know, I would rather you do 10 this week, 10 next week, 10 next week, and 10 next week, instead of doing 47 and do it. Because here's the thing. The whole idea is to establish a habit. Success in sales, let's don't make it out to be brain surgery. It's not that hard. You've got the greatest salesman in the world, and it's not that far down to the worst salesman in the world. The difference is those small little habits that we perform daily, weekly, monthly, and if you get those into your rhythm, if you get those into what you're doing, you will find a lot of success out there. The key is establishing good habits, establishing habits that you can continue to perform day in, day out until they get literally to be a habit where you don't consciously think about them. That's when you'll really reach that ultra level of success. So as you go into, and we're getting close to the end of the year, as you go into the new year, think about some habits that you could establish, positive, good habits that you want to work on. And I want you to take some time to really work on doing those, even on days you don't feel like doing them, but you've got to establish the habit. Before long, it will be second nature to you to be something that you're doing regularly. Make sure they're good, positive habits that lead you closer to where you want to go in your career and in your sales life. And if you do that, you're going to rise above the average salesperson out there. You're going to rise to the top of your profession, your industry, and certainly in your company. It's just a series of little small habits that we do daily. That's what separates those up there from those down there. So I hope that's helping you today, and I hope you do get to establish some really good habits. One of them is watching content like this. Every Friday we post a new Sales Power Tips video blog up there for you. If you've not gotten the book, go to Amazon. It is $3.99 on Kindle. The 10 Essential Habits of Sales Superstars, Plugging into the Power of 10. I would love for you to get the book. You can get the paperback version as well. Also, want to remind you, I've got my udemy.com course up. My own sales training course, over 90 minutes of content. More than an hour and a half of content if you were to watch it straight through. It takes about 3 hours to do it. There's 10 modules. You don't have to do them all at once. You can take them at your own pace. but each module corresponds to one of those habits in the book. So it's almost like getting the movie with the book and me basically self-training you right there. Go to Udemy, udemy.com/thepowerof10. Spell out 10 and it looks like often when you put of 10, the power of 10. So do that. Visit my website at butchbella.com, BUTCHBELLAH.com. You know something I don't talk about that much? You can find me on Instagram. That's right, I'm on Instagram, posting some positive pictures and life in and around Dallas, Texas, if you'd like to see that. And my Instagram handle is I'm Butch Bella. I am Butch Bella. And the only reason it's that is because Butch Bella was already taken. Yeah, by me, and I forgot the password. So there you go, I had to get a new one. So anyway, thanks so much for taking time out of your schedule to join us. Click over to our Facebook page, Butch Bella Coaching. Give me a like over there. Drop me an email, butch@butchbella.com, if you have a sales question. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time.